Yesterday I did a live trading setup in HOME USDT. Did I get in? Did I stay out? Did I miss it? Did I lose? Let's get into it. Quick reminder of the alert that came in. Super confluence alert into 3 strategies. The one I concentrated on was VWAP bounce. The bulls were in control. It tended to go up first, then come back down, and the sellers were defending. I've rewound the chart back to where we left it. Here we are. Okay, if you remember, I said it had this little bounce, and there is absolutely no way I'm going to chase it. I'm going to wait. If it comes back down here and turns around, I'm going to get in. So what we're going to do is move it forward just a little bit to see if it went up without me or whether I had an opportunity to get in. Okay, I did have an opportunity to get in. Going to rewind this back just 1 or 2 candles. So at this point, I was thinking, okay, and I did another trade setup. If I move it down to here just to match this one, we've gone from a 3.25 to a 1.97% stop loss, which would be good, right? Less risk. However, I can see that we've got an interesting candle here. I'm going to zoom this right in, put on an entry level. Before I go in though, there's a few things that I usually check. First of all, is it still going its own way from Bitcoin? Now, I've mentioned these indicators that I use before. I've written them, and so far only I can use them, right? They're trading view indicators written in Pine. I'm going to show you them first, then I'll tell you something. So right now, at this moment in time, it was not going its own way from Bitcoin. And one of the things that I've learned is if it's following Bitcoin, you are at the mercy of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to go back down, you're going to go with it. If you are going your own way, you're more likely to resist it. So this is a decision maker for me. But at that point, I thought, just keep watching, right? So let this move forward a little bit more. So that was the entry, right? And I missed it. Deliberately missed it. Because the coin was following Bitcoin. I'm going to turn off this version of the indicator and turn on another one. This shows the history of that value and shows you when it comes down to go in its own way. It's coming back down to go its own way now, right? It started to pump up and now it's coming back down to go in its own way. The other thing I put on, and I forgot to put it on here, was that when it came down, the volume had died. That was another decision maker for me. So it was following Bitcoin, volume had died. These are confluences for me that make me decide, who cares if I miss this trade? But I'm still monitoring it. At this point, you can see what's happening, right? It's hugging the VWAP line. It's acting as support right now. And the problem is, if it breaks down beneath it again, would it act as resistance? Let's keep watching. It's now going its own way again. It's less than 0.2. It is not following Bitcoin, but the volume is lousy and the VWAP's worrying me. So my decision was to stay out. Let's see where it is right now. And that's where it is right now. Had I have gone in at that point around here, I could have got maybe 3% profit. Probably less, right? Because you would have not got out at the top. How can you? You would have been waiting and said, okay, maybe I'll take some small profit and just call it a day here. But that means I'm wasting my time. I'm monitoring this trade for hours and hours to make no money whatsoever. So I abandoned it. It transpired that PulseFlow called it back here and the profit level was probably about 4% maximum before it turned back down. So that was it. That's what I did. Now let me bring you back to these indicators. These 2 indicators here. the PulseFlow going their own way, like now, this shows you the live situation, and this one which shows you the history, so you can see how often it comes back into going its own way. I am preparing to put them on TradingView so you can access them yourself. I've not done it yet. In fact, I've never launched live a TradingView indicator, so I have to learn how to do it. But that's what I'm going to do so you can use them also as a thank you for watching my videos. So that was it. I didn't take the trade. The trade did nothing. It was a bit of a damp squid, so I stayed out. So join me tomorrow for another fresh signal. And while you're here, please check out one of my other videos and subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.